Now, if you're going to be a good student, you have to learn how to listen. And that was one thing that I just did not like to do as a child, because I'm always talking, just running my mouth, always in somebody's business. Well, when I started first grade, my teacher gave us some instructions as she was on her way to the office to do some business. She said, I want you to be quiet and put your head on your desk until I return. Well, I put my head on my desk, but I was not going to be quiet. So as soon as the teacher left the room, I was out of my seat bothering everybody. Honey, did you go to choir rehearsal last night? How come you wasn't there? You got some gum? Can I have a pencil? I'm going to see y'all at recess here. Now, we had those kind of floors that if you walked on them, you could tell somebody was coming. So they heard my teacher coming and somebody said, teacher coming, teacher coming. So I went running back to my desk and slid in my seat and put my head on my desk, put my hand. And I was looking around to see if anybody was looking. Well, teacher sat at her desk, and long about that time, somebody threw the nastiest, juiciest spitball, and it landed right side my nose. I don't know nasty spitball side my nose. Well, I didn't want no nasty spitball on my desk either. So I'm sitting in the back of the room. I took my little finger like this, and I did pling. I plucked that spitball off my desk. I bet you can guess where it landed, huh? It landed right on the teacher's desk. And she looked up at her desk. She said, Williams, come here. Yeah, ma'am. Well, I went going up to her desk, and I just knew I was going to get it. And she said, is this your spitball? No, ma'am, that's not my spitball. Well, it wasn't mine. It was somebody else's. Teacher said, you going to look at me and lie and tell me this is not your spitball? No, ma'am. She said, give me your hand. She took my hand, she bent it back like that. She took a ruler out of the drawer and she popped me in my hand. Man, that made me cry, but I wasn't going to say nothing. I was just confused. Why was I being spanked for a spitball that wasn't mine? Well, I thought that was the end of that story. Several weeks later, my parents came to school for Parents' Day. You might know my daddy was going to end up in my room. Daddy said, how's she doing? Oh, she's a good student. She's learning how to read, and she just really does good work in class. But she lies. My daddy said, she what? She lies. What did she do? She threw a spitball on my desk, and she lied about it. But I took care of that. My daddy said, and I'm going to take care of that when I get home, too. Boy, my eyes got real big because I know, honey, you finna get your little hiney toe up. Well, when we got home, you right it, I got my little hiney toe up. Well, several years later, I asked my daddy, I said, Daddy, why you spanked me when I was in the first grade? I said, that wasn't my spitball. Somebody else threw that on my desk. My daddy said something that I've never forgotten to this day. Daddy said, sis, I didn't spank you for throwing the spitball. He said, I spanked you for making the wrong choice. I had a choice. I could have held up my hand and asked the teacher to be excused, or I could have told the teacher what happened. I could have just threw it in the trash at recess time, but I made the wrong choice. Young people, a lot of trouble that you can get into today, you get into it because you make the wrong choices. My advice to you, listen to your parents and listen to your teachers, and you learn how to make good choices. See you later.